truth was a troubled man, a scholar turned slave. They tortured him, took him with them on their raids, drove him to madness, spreading this new form of darkness to new worlds, to my world. Senua saw a deep connection form between the Northmen and the darkness. If his tales of hell were true, then that was the source of it. She learned everything she could from him, until she too could see what he saw. Have you ever died before? It's a serious question. When the illusion of self is shattered, you simply cease to be. Though it may not seem that way to others, you know when it is true. You can feel it. A stranger in your own body. An imposter. And nothing is the same ever again. Senua has died before, and she will do so again. You can be sure of that.
With the mark of Valravan and the mark of Surt, you may cross the bridge over the River of Knives to Helheim.
Why is she waiting?
She
Open the
has
gate.
to open the gate.
Don't. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. Don't open the gate.
Darkness.
Don't.
She's done it.
It's so dark. It's dark. The darkness.
Only the dead may cross.
Only the dead may cross into hell.
Truth? Anyone?
There is no one here but me.
Not you.
Did you think that I would let you go? That you lost me back in the wilds?
Que voz, hein?
I will never let you go. You can't get rid of me. I am your shadow. And I will be watching when you draw your last dying gasp.
I'm not ready to die.
You will be when you see what they did to your dear beloved.
Ixi, fizeram a parada lá da águia que abre as costas do cara.
This waking nightmare, where all dreams come true. You searched for control, a way to pull through. When you were in love, you left him in tears to smother your furies and banish your fears. But in darkness they came, through stormy black seas they raided these shores. Do you still hear his screams? And now that you're home, he's so far away. They've taken his soul, these gods you cannot pray. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through his darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. You fought for love unspoilt by your darkness within. You fought for your dreams. Now there's no way to win. In the head of his corpse lies the seat of his soul.
E aí, monstro, beleza?
So you must carry his vessel to bring him back home. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through this darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. The darkness touched you. Everyone could see it in the hollows of your eyes. A gaze averted from life. You ran from it but brought it nearer. Led it to him. An endless suffering worse than death. And you wanted to surrender. Abandon him to find peace with the gods. No. The darkness won't allow it. So you will walk into the lair of the beast. Look it in the eye, and you will go to war.
Brava.
This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left.
Essa música é muito boa, mas vai doido.
He's down. Finish it. Finish it. Strike him. He can anticipate your moves. Behind you. Watch it.
Tá, porra.
You're winning. Take him down.
The gods made you a warrior for a reason. It's your cry some of the past when there is a new road ahead. The only one that makes any sense.
Ok, acabou.
Behind you. He can read you. You won it. Can't do it.
Essa música é muito boa, tá doido.
Finish this. Finish this. Finish it.
animado, tá doido.
Every gate you open into darkness
Não passa nesse espaço não.
brings another challenge.
Porra! Só na boca. Eita porra. Chegou levando lapada. Tá porra. Bora filha, levante.
She's injured.
Defend yourself.
Não acredito que eu morri não. Vai tomar no cu, mano. Eu desviei dessa porra. Aí agora eu começo de boas. Nossa!
Quickly get up. They're coming. It's not over. It's not over. It's coming. It's not over. It's not over. Surprise him. Finish this.
Caralho, que morri duas vezes. Ah, tá.
Watch out. She finished him.
Essas mortes de besta eu vou.
They're behind you. Watch out.
Ah, minha filha, desvie. Essa câmera que foca só no cara. Ah, beleza.
You're close.
É, isso, eu vou morrer à toa não.
Ended it. It's nearly over. Finish it.
Ah, doido. Não era pra ter morrido.
The journey to Helheim is never a straight one.
However
Até
you
morrer
come
dali
to the
não.
gold-covered
O
bridge
jogo
that
também
leads to
é
hell,
foda.
you may find it guarded by a giantess.
You will find yours.
She will ask your name. She will ask your lineage. She will ask your business. The Northmen tell of the warrior woman Brynhild, who leapt into fire and rode to hell to join her slain love Sigurd, and is challenged by the giantess.
Focar em quê? Isso aqui não é o X não, porra.
However you come to the gold-covered bridge that leads to hell, you may find it guarded by a giantess.
Valeu,
She will
Bezinho,
ask your name.
pelos
She will
confetes.
ask your lineage. She will ask your business. The Northmen tell of the warrior woman Brynhild, who leapt into fire and rode, and is challenged by the
Agora
giantess.
sim. Lá do outro lado.
You'll never find it.
Falta só o R lá. Que parece com R. O caminho. Deixa eu ver se tem um. Valeu pelo 100 também, Bezinho. Obrigado. Eita porra. Valeu pelo o 5 de LX também. Valeu. Acho que também aqui tá. Eita porra. Valeu pela rosa também, Bezinho. Obrigadão. Aqui serve pra nada, não é só de enfeite. Carai. Calma, bezinho. Valeu pelos 10 de hype. Portãozinho lá. Eita porra. Valeu pelos 10 de troféu também. Ah, tava guardando isso aí.
Hela possesses large dwelling places in
O
Helheim.
ano todo, né?
Tall are her walls, high are her gates. The name of her dish is hunger. Her knife is famine.
Ah, doido.
On her threshold all will stumble. Her bed is called sick bed, and her bed hangings are called flames of a
porra.
funeral pyre.
Caralho. Onde é que
They
tu
say
arrumou
she
esses
is
bichos
easy to
tudo?
recognize, half black and half the color of
Ah,
flesh.
porra, tá. Valeu, obrigado, até doido. Não
Menacing
precisa gastar
and
tudo,
grim.
não, macho. Vai ficar é. Valeu pelos 3, 4, 5 de confete também, de novo. Obrigado. E aí, Billy, como é que tu tá? Tá bem? O pessoal aí tá bem? Família, no caso. Valeu, Bezinho. Obrigado aí. Tamo junto. Obrigado.
The gate is opening.
Ah,
Who is
porra.
it? It's coming.
That song again.
Is it?
It's Hela.
Yes, the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is your moment.
Eita, porra. Eita, caralho.
I'm sorry. I can't watch this.
What are you doing? You're showing weakness. You're not a
Queria
warrior.
tanto ver
You're a
ela e agora.
disgrace. The gods will
Fight
punish you for this. Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness.
Pra
Fight it.
cima, caralho. Luta.
Get up. Get up. Get up and fight.
Meteu. Ei, quebrar a espada. Fudeu. Melhor ter ficado quieto mesmo.
Stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts, and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed.
Cala a boca.
What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow hates
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there's no one left to do that for you.
Zoada.
What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken.
Não.
Just like your sword.
Come on. There.
Cara, a expressão desse jogo é muito boa. Tá doido.
Why go on? When you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined. Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
Esse jogo é muito foda, mas... Puta merda.
It's a trick. It's not real. It is real. Listen to it.
Don't give up.
Did it? It's
Not like this.
it can't be. It's not real. It is real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Maybe you're already dead.
Who are you?
Do you still believe in yourself?
No, it's not. It's a trick. She knows it's it. It's a trick. He's already dead. He can't be here. It's impossible. To live.
Come to me. Please.
Se fosse um cara ia ser gado. Quando é uma mulher, ela é o quê?
He is. It can't be him. It's just a trick.
É
It's in
tudo
your
por causa do
mind.
macho, né?
It's in your mind. It's real. What's happening? Go towards it.
Os papéis são invertidos.
There it is. You're imagining. It's Dylan. He's gone. He's gone. Slow. How could you? Keep going. How could you? Keep going. Ignore the pain. I told you it was to trick you. I told you. Where are you going? Oh. See, there's nothing to follow. Come on.
Bora, me aguenta.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house.
Parecendo eu.
Her father's in-bell made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains.
No caso é
That
pra
was her world. Like this one,
fazer o transforme
barren
da vida.
and lonely.
Senua, there will be times that you will feel alone and exhausted, like a strange little fish swimming against the tides of the big ocean. But have the faith to let go and let the tide carry you away. Because the whole ocean is your home, and it does not ask you to swim against it.
It's already disappeared. Nothing lives here, not even you. It's pointless. It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your mind.
There he was, the lone figure of a boy. Sword lay under the shade of a tree. She remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing, and the world danced with him. The glow lifted. For the first time in years, she felt a ray of hope.
Eu tô andando assim que à toa e eu não abro o negócio lá primeiro, na porta. Provavelmente.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day, Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
Invejoso, né? Árvore ali, caminho ali. Não tem nada pra focar.
Watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy.
Lol.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew,
A pessoa começa a namorar desse jeito,
with
parece
it,
que é,
just like
desse
he
jeito,
does.
viu? Maravilha. A realidade é outra.
What's your name?
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one?
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Billy. I'm here for the warrior trials. Would you come and watch? And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who is supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are.
You killed him.
But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy you.
They won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Shut up!
Isso aí, bota moral.
Dillian? Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
By the tree. Can you see him? You want to believe it, but he's not real. Is he there? You're alone in these mountains. Is that Dillian? Nothing lives here. You won't survive. You met him by the tree. She met him by the tree. Maybe it's a sign, the tree. What's he trying to tell you? He's waiting for you by the tree.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund. So his sister hatches him. Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother.
What's she?
She gives birth to a son named Sinfjotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless, and so they go to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. But luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
Right.
Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands, where you will face the trials.
Go to the shards. Go to the shard. Go to the shards. Where's the shard? Find it.
It's the metal runestones.
It's in front of you. Find it. The metal. The runes. You need that sword. Go to the shard. Find the shards. Where is it? Find it. There it is. Focus. There's the shard. Focus. Focus. Use your eyes. Look. Get closer.
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
Pode
I
falar,
don't
meu amigo.
recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she?
It feels wrong. Where are we now? Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death, because we have no answer for it. But when it comes and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, Her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
Too much. He loves her. He doesn't. It's not taking it as a trick. He loves her.
I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember?
There he is. There he is. Dillian, there he is. Finally.
You found him. What's wrong? What happened? Can you hear me?
How did you let him go again?
Just wait there. I'll find you.
Could you? You have to find him. This is your mission. Find him. You have to use everything you have and find him. Get him back. He was just there. How could you lose him? How could she lose him? How could she? Find him.
I'll find him. Don't touch the walls.
What's that? Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices? Is that his voice or the voice of the dead? Not Dillian.
Dillian's calling to you. Can you hear him?
Where is he? He sounds like he's getting further away. Have you lost him?
I can hear him.
Have you lost him? Where are you? Turn right. Over this way.
Herva disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires, as though they were mist. The flames I passed through were real enough. Damn the Northmen to hell.
Think. Focus. Use your mind. Where's he gone? He's disappeared. You let him slip through your fingers once again. Think clearly. You have to find another way. There has to be another way. You don't recognize it. Don't doubt yourself. You'll never find it. She doesn't recognize it. Yes, you do. You know where you. She doesn't.
Listen for his voice. Listen.
Dillian, where are you?
Listen for his voice.
Dillian,
Look the same.
It looks the same. Something's different.
Look for clues.
It's not him.
It's not him.
We told you. We told you it was a trick.
Doesn't sound like Dillian anymore.
What's happening?
Quiet.
It's not him.
He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him.
That's not Dillian. That doesn't sound right. What's in there? What is it? A secret.
That voice. It's not Dillian.
There's no way in. Find a way. There has to be a way. Find a way. There's always a way. Don't stop now. Don't give up now. Find a way. You're too close to stop. What's in there?
Dillian wants me to face my fears. Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chief and son.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal?
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No!
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods.
Please. Take faith.
Come, child, take my hand. Come. Senua.
I am leaving!
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
It's done. You did it, but there's more. There's more. You're tired, but you have to keep going. There's still more. There's always more to do. It's not going to be easy.
Mano, eu tenho que dar a volta todinha.
Can you do another one? It's too much. Have you got the energy? She hasn't got the energy. No. Too much to do.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good and wise.
Perfeito.
He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
Foda, né? Ser honesto só se lasca.
It's the same. It's fixed. What happens? Bridge is fixed. Let's cross it.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness, swear an oath not to harm her sons. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood.
Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it. What's behind the gate? Where will it take you? It's not safe. Dillion. There he is. What are you waiting for? Quick, find a way. Find him. Where is he? Where's he gone? We're in the wrong world. He's not here. She's in the wrong world. He's not in this world. He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world. The dark. The dark.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillion taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of colour stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
He saw that she was strong. He didn't believe that she was cursed.
He saved you when everyone else turned their backs. You can't go up there.
You can't go up there.
Not in this world.
No, not in this world. You can't. Do you think she remembers him? Dillion cared for her like no one else has.
Dillion's the only reason she's still alive.
You are guilty. Was it worth it?
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness, swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not on. The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Balder, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But
most precious to you. It's all your fault. You're cursed. He was the only one that really loved her. He did love her. Do you remember what love feels like? Senua, you've got it.
Why isn't he here?
He's gone.
He's in the dark world.
He's gone to the dark world.
You're in the wrong world.
He's in the other world.
The dark world.
Without you.
He was the only one she could trust.
Could she trust him? You are guilty. Was it worth it?
There he is.
Where are you taking
He's
me?
up there.
He's up there.
How do you get up there?
There's a way.
She thought she had
There is a way up there.
find the way.
She can choose.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, "I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon." Loki replies, "Here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands." And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for this, Hugh is slain.
Your curse has claimed Dillion. Poor Dillion. He didn't know he was kind.
Essas histórias nórdicas, viu? Cada
He led you astray. You should have listened to your father.
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf.
Years had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillion. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her past.
You have no time for this. Speed up.
A future. Two realities tearing at her soul.
They've set you up, and now they're going to watch you fall. What if these trials mean nothing? Laughing at you. What if they take you no closer to Dillion? Dillion, and you're letting this get in the way. What if they are just to tire you out, to make you weak before the battle? He's the reason she keeps fighting.
Certo, e aí, vai pegar não, é?
Do you even remember? His love is guiding you. He saved them all about wasting your time just minute by minute by minute. What does she think she's doing? You're not special. She thinks she can. They mean nothing.
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me. The gods sent messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder, weep him out of Hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they find in a cave. Balder was never my friend, she says. Let Hel keep what she has. The Northmen say that the giantess must have been Loki in disguise.
Caralho, Dezinho, valeu pelos 10 de confete.
Do you remember what love feels like?
Tá passando o rodo, hein, Dezinho?
things you love. Dillian saved her. You owe your life to Dillian. You owe everything to him.
The Northmen tell how the gods punished Loki for Baldur's death. They captured him and took him to a cave. They fetched his 2 sons and turned one into a wolf, and he ripped his brother apart. The gods used Loki's own son's entrails to tie him down, and turned these bonds to iron, and dangled a poisonous serpent over his face, so that its venom would drip onto him. Each time the venom drips onto Loki's face, he writhes in agony. The Northmen say that is the cause of earthquakes. A reminder.
You're wasting time. You're cursed. You'll never succeed. So, quicker.
Dillian!
Bora, filha, atravessa a ponte.
There he is.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld. He looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Zinbal. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see.
Very careful.
And he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms, learned to see the world through his eyes. And slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel. You're going to fall, careful.
No, she's not. She's not going to fall. She's strong. She's steady. She can do it. You can do it, Senua.
FDP mesmo, viu? Tudo isso, o cara pular.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
What if this is pointless? What if you're wrong? What if this has nothing to do with the sword? What if we're wrong? The sword will never be yours. What if this is the end? It's just a trick. It's just a pointless test. You've been fooled before, you could be fooled again. You're being tested. You never know which way it's going to go.
I saw once a plague strike northern lands of ice. It was so terrible that not the oldest man among us could remember the like. Hundreds died. The sickness took nearly every person younger than 40 and many older, and where dying mothers gave birth, the marks of the plague were on the babes as they came out of the womb.
Where are we? I don't like it. This place feels...
What is this place?
This place feels... It's... creepy. Creepy. It feels wrong. It feels strange. Where is it? Where are we? Turn back. This is wrong. This has to be wrong. There he is.
The light.
Go towards it.
He's in the house.
He's going in. He's disappearing.
Follow him.
Don't let him disappear.
The air's
Where's it gone? Keep going.
How do you find it?
It's just a trial.
It's a test. Like the old warrior trials. Dillion will help me.
The stench of rot. She can almost taste it. Do you smell it? No. Don't worry. Not everyone can. It was a warm spring day when she went to the river with Dillion and the others. With the water. She could taste the rot. But no one else could. She knew something was wrong. Something sinister. She begged them to leave, but they just laughed at her. But soon enough, as the bodies piled up, no one was laughing. And they knew that she was not like that.
Before he disappears, Senua, you have to get in. That's it. You did it. She did. It's not done yet. Just a small piece of the puzzle. You found a way To climb the tower.
the ladder.
Quick. What now?
You can see it. A line to the truth. The bridge.
She did it.
You fixed the bridge.
She fixed it.
You passed the trial. Get to the house.
You succeeded.
Senua! Come to me! Where are you?
I'm here! I'm right here!
Are you in there?
Find him. You have to
Come
find
out
him.
if you are.
Dillian! They're coming for me!
You can hear Dillian. It's Dillian. Go to him. Go to him. He's trying to save you. There it is. It's close. It's close. Move away. Run! Run now! Run! It's not safe here. Run! Senua! You don't run. You saw it. You came through the wrong door. How are you going to fight? Where's your sword? You want to defend yourself. Is that creature? You can't defend yourself. It's Dillian.
What shall I do?
You're dying. The light. Go towards your friends. Two more. Where are they, Senua? Where's Dillian? Where are you? Don't let it sink. Don't get lost. Don't let it sink. You'll start to burn. You'll burn. There it is. Move away. Don't let it happen.
Where's Dillian?
Where is he?
This is taking too long.
Can you hear him? You're lost.
2 more rooms.
You have to find them, Senua.
You're lost.
Where are they?
It all looks the same.
One more to find. One more. One more. Where is he?
Where are you?
Don't let it see.
It
is.
Go towards it.
Run.
You've got them.
Where's the door?
Find a way out.
Find the gate. Get out. Run. Run.
Don't let him look at you. Don't let it see you. It's coming. Move away. You're lost again. I can't find you.
You killed him. You killed him.
Oxi! Olha isso! Como é que eu morri se eu... Ah, vai se fuder, mano. Vai a merda, cara. Eu peguei os 3. O jogo me rouba no fim.
It's close. It's close. Move away.
Olha isso! Como é que eu morro? O cara tá lá do outro lado, cara. Como é que eu vou morrer desse jeito? 2 mortes à toa. Puta merda, viu? O jogo quer me roubar.
There it is. It's close. It's close. Move away. Senua, move away. I feel it.
You'll die.
You feel it?
You're dying. The burning has
She's
begun.
dying. The burning.
The burning has begun.
Go
There's
to the
peace.
gates. There they are. The rooms. You can get through.
They're coming! Run! Run now! Run! It's not safe here. Run!
Senua.
You don't know your sword. You came through the wrong door.
How are you going to fight?
Where's your sword?
Are you going to defend yourself?
What is that creature?
You can't defend
Dillian.
yourself. It's Dillian. Find the creature. Where's Dillian?
Where are we?
It's not safe. I feel unsafe. Where is it? I'm not safe.
You're dying.
You're lost. You're dying. This is not defense.
O jogo pegou duas kills à toa. Puta merda, viu?
Senua! Senua! What happened?
They're blaming me for the plague. They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
How would they know such a thing? Are they gods? None of us are. They're just people. Good people, but they're scared. They're afraid of what they can't see. Like children scared of the dark. They make up stories to fill the void. That doesn't make them true.
What if my father was right?
You have to step out of this darkness. Let them see who you really are, like I have. You're not a monster.
Without you, this darkness has made me a monster.
Killing you would be too easy. They're taking your memories to torture you. They're taking you from the inside. You're disappearing one memory at a time. Every time you remember, it disappears. They're going to take everything. They're not yours anymore. They're going to take everything you have. The memories of ghosts. They belong to the gods, not to you. They're eating you from the inside. They want to kill your soul. They want to crush it. They think they want your body. They want your soul. They want your mind, and they're going to take it. The memories were yours, but they're the gods now. Nothing is yours anymore. It's disappearing with your memories.
The Northmen say that their Allfather, Odin, gave his eye in exchange for a drink from Mimir's well, the well of wisdom. In blindness there can be wisdom. Only by giving can you receive in return. For this reason, I give my life and pass on my stories of the Northmen to you, Senua.
Where am I can't see. Who's there?
Can you hear me? I'm right here. Can't you see me?
Please, man.
Help me.
Breathe slow.
It's the darkness.
Stay still. Empty your thoughts. Tell me what you feel.
A breeze.
Good. Then there is a way out.
I can't tell where it comes from.
Yes, you can.
The others. The voices. They've gone.
I'm still here.
It's so quiet. So dark.
It's okay. Listen to your own breath. Feel it rise and fall. Good. Be aware of everything you hear and feel. Let your senses guide you.
can't go on. Lillian?
Find a way. I'm not leaving
Ah,
you
é
here.
afobada. E aí, Lucas, estudou?
I think I'm somewhere else now. The breeze has gone.
Use all of your senses. Let the
A
world
mulher já
speak
mandou
to
lá
you.
fazer a janta, lavar louça.
What do you hear?
I hear water.
Go to it.
I've reached the water.
Ricardo,
Good.
se tu já tá pra
That's
ficar
your way
doido, imagina
Follow it upstream.
assistindo esse jogo aqui, tu vai terminar de
I
ficar
thought
doido.
I left this all behind.
Vai sair com esquizofrenia daqui.
It's not your fault.
He was right. It's inside of me. It won't let me go.
Senua. My father. He taught me that the hardest battles are fought in the mind, not the sword. I'm no coward. He proved that to me in the warrior trials.
É, mano, já é muito bom esse jogo. Tô doido pra que chegue o segundo dele.
This isn't your bed.
Muito bom, muito bom.
You don't have to help me.
I want to.
Eu tinha começado ele 2 vezes, mas aí eu acabei.
Warrior one day.
Sempre dava algum BO, aí eu não terminava. Não ia mais adiante, agora eu tô por finalizar logo de vez.
I know what you're thinking.
Vai, lançou um trailer dele
He's not really.
ano passado, retrasado já. Já tem um bom tempo, já lançou uns
Seems there's no
trailers.
escaping the past in this place.
É, eu só mudo de jogo quando eu zero.
So she's forced to relive it.
O único que eu continuo jogando online mesmo é o Apex. Dos outros é offline, Apex, offline. Eu tava jogando o Unity também, o Pokémon lá, mas parei. É trailer, é trailer.
I
Eu ia
don't know
falar.
what's inside.
Don't be afraid.
Ah, de novo, mano.
There's something in here.
O COD não roda não com o OBS aberto, as coisas, é muito pesado.
One step at a time.
The Sims 4. E dá pra zerar aquilo? É nem jogo de gente. Nem sabia que era possível zerar aquilo. Deve ser o que? Formar uma família, é? E se formar? É, então belo jeito de finalizar, hein? Ela é a primeira pessoa do mundo que zerou ele. É foda, é stonks demais.
It's not far away.
Leave it behind. Keep moving forwards.
Deixou o casal morrer e o filho foi pra doação. Nossa senhora. Isso aí que é... Isso aí que sabe controlar uma vida, viu? Caralho, tá cheio desses bichos rei. Nossa senhora. É doido, é? Não faça uma corra dessa não. Você se lasca todinho. Ah, sem dúvida, do primeiro ao 10º aí, ao 40º, 30º. Tudo que for possível. Parece os bichos red do Resident, mano, esses troços. Macho, ela tá. É porque é meio que um desafio que os deuses fizeram pra ela conseguir os pedaços da espada. Aí ela tá meio que num mundo que ela não tá enxergando, tem que ir só no sentido.
I think I'm in a house. It stinks of death.
The darkness is testing you. But you are in control.
Ah, meu filho. Ah, beleza, Lucas, beleza. Meu rabo. Mas aí eu tô enxergando o que ela tá enxergando, mãe, então tá ok. Tá tudo nos conformes.
A well. There's a well.
Don't turn back. You're getting close.
Caralho, entrar no poço agora. Virou agora. Ixi, Maria.
Delia. Help me.
Come to me, Senua.
Aí vem até mim. Falar é fácil, né? Sai do man, gordão. Valeu pelos 200.
Delia. Is that you? I can see a light.
Yes. I can see you too.
She could spend hours, days even, trapped within herself, in the dark.
You see me?
Yes.
Your eyes were open, but you were gone.
And when it finally let her go, she could be anywhere, with no memory of how she got there.
When it comes for me, I have no power over it.
But here, for the first time, someone was there to help.
But I heard your voice.
Isso, vem cá, neném.
Brought me back.
You found your own way back. All you needed was a little help. A little hope.
Finalmente os desafios chatos.
You've done it. The warrior trials. Go get the sword. You did it for the sword. You have to get the sword.
With grammar reforged, you will have Odin's blessing to walk, a goddess, into the halls of Helheim and challenge Hela as an equal.
So Dillion was helping me. And the sword will lead me to him. Like when we first met.
Dillion gave her the strength to pass the warrior trials, and she saw a way out. To leave her past behind and become a warrior in Dillion's clan.
The sword is tainted by the gods of darkness. Leave it.
Pega logo.
He left it here. He wants me to take it.
You will pay a price for this.
But years later, with Zinbal's parting words still haunting her, the darkness came back with a vengeance. A plague.
Dillion?
Everyone suffered.
My father was not supposed to die like this.
Do you see it clearly now, Senua? The suffering you've caused.
This is your fault. You brought this plague to us. You have blood